Presentation on payment of the teachers cohort 1, 2023. The Ministry of Education, Culture and Higher Education, in collaboration with FMS and Banana Regional Administration, has successfully recruited 5,200 out of 6,000 teachers over the past 2 years, which is 2023 and 2024, who have been receiving their salary regularly. The remaining 800 teachers were allocated by Puntland and will be recruited, inshallah. This short presentation provides a summary of the government's monthly salary payment from the recruit date in June 2023 through December 2024. This is cohort 1, as I mentioned earlier. This table shows the payment of the teachers from June to December 2023. BVN means payment for journey, which generated the system of Ministry of Finance, which is Somali Finance Management Information System, owned by the Ministry of Finance. Month, it shows that we have paid 7 months from June to December. The next column shows us numbers of teachers from June to December, which usually added or subtracted. June is 2,127 and December is 2,483. The next column shows us the salary per month. As you see, the first 3 months they are in pre-service training, so the payment was incentive for $200 per month with no taxation. And as you can see, from starting from September to December, we paid for salary of $330. So from June to December, Mojo paid the salary of the teachers cohort 1 from June-December 2023, $4,657,660. Still, we are talking about cohort 1 teachers for 3,000. And from January to December 2024, the payment of the teachers, as you can see, the table, the first column is BVN, still payment voucher number from the system. For example, there is a system in the Ministry of Education, Ministry of Finance. If you put in that system this BVN, it shows you the number of teachers and the details, every teacher's name, account name, and bank account, and everything. Fine. Month, it starts from January 2024 till December 2024. It shows the numbers of teachers. This December we paid 2,589 out of 2,600. The gross payment we pay the teachers for cohort 1, which is 2,600 out of 3,000, is 10,025,930. Thank you, Abdulrazak. Thank you, Al-Fatah, and everyone.
Jump in, Al-Fatah.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much. I just want to jump in and comment this, so people might have some questions after that. I think this one is the top-up trigger. There was 2 top-up triggers from the GBE. One was the finance framework, and the second one was the government's commitment to pay the teachers, the 6,000 teachers. Now, this top-up trigger was only the first cohort that shows the commitment of the government that they pay the teachers, like the government pays the teachers from the beginning up to the end of this month, which is December 2024. And I think that's what was our DG was presenting to show the government the government's commitment, and she explained here also the 800 teachers that was allocated to Puntland that will be recruited. And now the payment, and you have seen the number of months in each month, how many students, and we got all this from the system, and these are the people who actually receiving their salaries and also the incentives, and it shows from the system. We have got from that. And the trigger, the top-up trigger was if the government should pay a minimum of 90% of the 2,600, and I think we passed that, looking into all the months except June, because the 2,600, the percentage, that 10%, if you look at the 90%, it's about 2,340, I think, around that number. And if you can see the whole month is from the beginning until the end, we surpassed that, and we have about 25, and an average of 25.7, and that variety is coming. The variance is coming from the teacher replacement, and also someone might didn't want to go an area, and so we have to replace and get another. So that takes a little bit of process when we're replacing the teacher, because the teacher might be refused to go to somewhere by maybe the 20th. So, and the conditions that the Minister of Finance wants is we have to submit all the documentation before that date. So sometimes if you see the difference of the numbers, and that's how it goes. And so we don't tolerate if someone is not working, we just stop payment for him, and regardless of where the timing of that. So if you see the variance, that's the difference. But we maintain it, the requirement of the GP, and not only the GP, but if you hire someone, then you have to be on time, and the government shows the commitment of this, and we thank for the government, the approval of the budget, and also making available to this. And the teachers is now, if you look at the government's position, is priority, because the teachers and the security personnel are the two top people who will get the salary first. So we thank the government. Also, we thank all the education partners who supported us through the recruitment process, and all the way to now the training and everything that is supported. So I just want to add those to what Habiba presented. Thank you very much. I will stop there. And if there are any questions, comments, we welcome.
I think there's a question in the chat box. Can you address that question? And the first question says, if there is a tax exemption for the teachers, that's one. And the second one says that in June and August, the amount that was presented is only $200. So what's the difference between the 330 and the 200 in August and June? Is this by the summer payment or?
I think Habiba can answer.
Thank you, Agita. And $200 there is no tax, and but 330 there is tax, which is $8. And I think from June to August they were in pre-service training, so it was incentive, not salary. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think that's very clear. There's another question that says that apart from the salary, is there any other budget allocated to improve the quality of the teachers? And also there's another question that says that for as a baseline, if we want to plan in the projects for our teachers' salaries, can we utilize the 330 to go forward?
And Bol Owara, thank you. Now the baseline is 330, but it will increase as the teacher policy, as we mentioned, the teacher policy.
So it depends on the teacher policy that's going to be circulated soon, isn't it? That will highlight and provide guidance for all teacher salaries. I think that also is very clear. And any other comments or questions? Adam, I saw that your hand is raised. And please, and go on and try to summarize in 1 minute. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ad Fattah, for giving me the floor. I thank here Ustad Habiba and Professor Hassan for the presentation. My question is regarding to gender and inclusion. Is this 6,000 teachers, 5,200, is the number of female teachers and number of teachers with disabilities included, and the percentage how much they are, we need to know. And I hereby proposed the next cohort, cohort number 3, for the next 3,000 to be considered more female teachers and more teachers with disabilities to be included in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Adam. Compared with the cohort 1 and cohort 2, according to the gender, cohort 1, it was 8% for female. Cohort 2, it was 32%. So you can see the difference from 8 to 32. According to the special needs, yes. I think in Benadir, I think in number 1 it was a female with special needs. She was number 1 for the examination.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. I think DG Habiba, I think there's no further questions or comments. So please be with us for.
Yeah.
Yes, PS.
Yeah, thank you. I just wanted to add the comments that already Habiba has made. The question of the quality. What's the government planning for the quality of education? I think the government already started that initiative, and now we already hired some, and we are in the process of hiring the other group. We allocated 30 principals for each state, and also 10 staff for the EMIS, and also 10 DEOs as district education officers. So in that case, we were thinking, the principal will be the supervision, making sure the quality of that school, specific school, will be increasing, will be safeguarded, and that is the management side of the education. So we will have 30 principals. Some of them already completed the process, and some of them we are still checking their qualification. So that is one thing, and so also the DEOs, the district education officers, that will be responsible for all the schools into that area, and the EMIS, the same thing, will be responsible for the statistics, that making sure the data that's being collected and trained, the principals and anyone who's working in the school, especially if there are any secretaries or people who are responsible for that. So we want to strengthen the EMIS data that comes from the schools are accurate and properly collected, and also the DO. So that will participate, and that will increase the quality of education, and hopefully any other that comes on to the quality of education will increase that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, PS. And I think everything is very clear now. And also still we can provide the opportunity to participants. If you have any comments, you can also write in the chat box, and the team will address and in the chat box as well. Thank you very much. In the interest of time, I just wanted to move forward, and I thank DG Habiba and PS for this very, very outstanding and remarkable work for the continuation of the payments of the salary, the teacher initiative, national teacher initiative salaries. And I hope that we continue